tower infrastructure is flexible. They can tie it, they can undo it whichever way they want. And the only resources given to each team, there are in fact 2 teams here. Each team was given 2 A4 size papers and nothing else. You need to use only those 2 sheets of A4 size papers. No scissors, no thread, no gum, no staplers, no sellotapes, nothing was given. The only raw materials was 2 sheets of papers. So initially the task given to them is make the longest paper tower. So they had 2 teams making 2 long paper towers. I think one tower was longer than the other tower. Okay, fine. And then once they finished 2 simple towers, I gave them the additional task of, if you can you make a bigger tower, all teams together. Was that the sentence I said? So I didn't tell them directly that they can become one team or any such thing. I just said, if you can make a bigger tower, how would you go about it? So immediately they joined hands and they made one big tower, and then, so now we need to hear from them, which was difficult or which was easier, the first or the second or both?
We started the idea with
You started with the idea of pushing, making rods, cylindrical rods, and pushing it into each other. They improvised on that method of engineering modifications. Twisted it. Okay, so first idea was make cylinders, which it was their idea first, and then they inserted every cylinder into the other. Then the second team borrowed the idea and improvised on it by not only inserting but twisting it to make it stronger. Correct? So 2 teams had one idea. When you borrowed and improvised, you had a better idea. He says it's an engineering idea. Okay, I'm not disputing that. When you joined both teams together, it was better. You had a much better, improvised, longer, more ideas. That is what is team sharing all about. Yes, you should compete against each other, but when there is a time for a bigger agenda, you need to join teams, you need to in fact share ideas, give ideas, and the final task is of course going to be a bigger and better task.